Hello everyone, Dan the 14th Prime here, bringing you this belated video review of the Asia Premium Series Ultimate Optimus Prime, or APS-01U. On the front of the box here you have a couple pics of both the robot and alt mode, both of them pretty well geared up and accessorized. On the back of the box here, again a big pic of the robot, alt mode, different accessories, and everything included, which is probably one of the main reasons why you're looking to pick this figure up. On the back of the box here they go through the many accessories. I won't read them all, but you can see them there. This is one of the main reasons why you'd be looking to pick this guy up, is he's basically the well-known Molden figure from the movie edition Optimus Prime, and many of the accessories that you could have gotten in other editions of this figure or third-party accessories to complement the figure. So here's a quick pan up on the figure. Again, if you're looking at this guy, it's probably because of some of the improvements they made on paint applications in this version of the mold, which is very nice, and I'll highlight some of the details and probably a couple of the complaints that you probably would have heard if you're looking at this figure. And here you have the back of the figure. I've got the tanks on. You can see the tanks are painted a nice chrome silver. Let me highlight some of the really nice paint detailing on this figure, because this is really one of the two main reasons that separate this figure, this version of the mold, from the so many others that have already been released. So if you're looking here on the foot and up into the leg, you can see you really have three colors going on in the foot through leg paint. That's even excluding the blue. So you've got the silver on the foot and up into the thigh. You've got the kind of gunmetal gray, which makes up a lot of the main ankle and front of the shin. And then that's complemented with a sort of gold bronze highlight in many of the gears and what would be working mechanisms of Optimus Prime. So you can see some of that on the ankle there. If I move up, there's more here on both the knee and even little detailing on the inner thigh, which I thought was really nice. Just extra effort and extra paint applications. It's really another level of detail for the figure. Similar story in the arms, where you've really got nice detailing inside of the arm and shoulder. You can see there you've got, again, the silver, the gunmetal gray, and the bronze highlighting a lot of the joints, or what would be working mechanisms of the arm. We'll do one more quick pan up of the figure here so you can get a final look. Again, in robot mode, very nice. Most everything is painted. Looks really sharp, great detail. Probably the one complaint you would have in robot mode would be the smokestacks there up on the shoulders. Aren't painted. They're just the usual kind of rubbery plastic gray. So it'd be nice to have those silver. I'm not sure why they didn't paint them silver, if they just wouldn't hold paint well maybe. But probably my only complaint in terms of the aesthetics of this figure in robot mode. Here's a quick close-up of the head sculpt. Again, it looks pretty nice, pretty well done. You see the front of the face there. He's even got some very fine gold trim bronze in there, kind of by the eye as well, which is super fine detailing. You could probably just barely see it there on the side of his eye, but just goes to show the amount of effort and detail into this figure from a paint application perspective. Here's a look at the hand, which really gets us into the next conversation on this guy, which is some of the features, accessories, and gimmicks, which are all generally upgraded in terms of what you would have been buying from third party to accessorize the figure, or that were nice accessories in previous versions of the figure. So here's the hand again. It's nice. It's not perfect. You've got 2x2 in terms of the fingers being joined, and you've got two knuckles on the hand, kind of the main knuckle and the coming right off the hand, so you can get a grip. And then you have thumb on a ball joint. Here's all the accessories that come with APS-01U. You see it's quite a bit, and again, this is probably a reason too of why you'd look to pick up this figure if you've already had previous movie Optimus Prime molds. It's reason one, the paint, the detail, which is as good as any figure or masterpiece that you'll find out there. And then at number two, it's all the accessories that come with it, really just fully loaded, all in a box, everything you'd want. So here you've got the two big guns, a shield, two swords, two hooks. The hooks have articulation, two little guns, which combine to form the one big Mega Striker, which is cool. You have the knuckle attachment, and of course the wings there up top. And you have a couple just heel attachments to support him from a balance perspective. Once you get this guy all loaded up, he needs some bigger feet, so the heel guards help make that function. Here's the sword accessories. And pretty nice detail on these with orange and silver, and then a gunmetal for the handle. You can see there the way I've got positioned both sides of the swords, and the Prime can either hold them in his hands have these slot attachments where they'll tab in, or you see a kind of tab attachment up there where they can plug into his wrists or other places when he's in vehicle mode. This is the hooks. Again, the gunmetal gray on the handle, pretty cool gold, darker sort of bronze for the color of the hooks. I'm showing you there up top the articulation, kind of can slide all the way back and all the way in, even deeper than the bottom one. And again, handles for the hands or the round tab there to plug it into wrists or other areas of the figure. Two little guns here. One is called the Eliminator Gun and the other the Assault Blaster. They extend out, both of them, to look like this. And I think most importantly, they combine then to become the Mega Striker, which is probably my favorite accessory. I always associate Prime with just big gun, and that's what this one is. Here's the knuckle, small but very cool accessory. Really tabs right into the back of his hand, where you could put some of the swords and hooks and other attachments. And he can hold that tabbed in the back of his hand and still be holding a sword or a gun or something. So really cool. Small little accessory, but really a favorite, I think, for a lot of folks. And here we have the shield. Again, he can plug it into his arm in bop mode to be a battle shield, and it goes on him. When he's in truck mode, it goes on the front end as well, which looks pretty cool. I'll show you that. And here you have his two large guns when he really gets armed up. And here you have his wings. The wings are articulated as well. You can see the left-hand side I have folded up kind of vertically with the jet engines, and the right-hand side is horizontal, which is how you'd want it to look in terms of folding out the wings. Also the rocket engines here. A little bit of pointing articulation. Here's the other side of the wings. The big guns I showed you will tab into these holders when he's in bop mode, and you've got them all accessorized up. Just snaps onto the back. These attachments. And last thing here to show you is just, again, some nice paint detailing on the top of the rocket engines. Coming off the blue, you see some nice red around what would be the turbine, and then the silver heads of the engines. Again, just another nice detailed paint applications. So I'm not going to do a complete transformation on camera. There's a lot of videos out there that show you that. But I will just highlight a couple tips that I see where, in my experience, I've mistransformed him or I see it mistransformed on video. And they're really kind of finer points. But one is these little flaps under the chest here. These will have a tendency to fold up sometimes or get stuck behind the red piece in transformation. And you want them out and hanging on top of the red. Here's another difficult part of the transformation. When it comes to taking out this chest, you might be afraid something's breaking, but there is actually a tab system designed in these slots here. Hopefully you can see a little bit. The red tab starts to go up there into the abdomen. You can just press that in towards the center and up. It does come out fairly nice and easily. So this is probably everyone's most annoying part of the transformation process. This is the one step why this figure probably doesn't get transformed a lot. You have to bring the whole front end together, kind of the top down into the bottom, folding up the hood and these kind of exhaust pipe things, fuel tanks. Not sure what these are supposed to be, but it has to all come together in one movement. So here it is, after just kind of shaking it out a little bit on the front end. You can see it comes together much more nicely. Not sure if it's still not perfect, but everything seems intact. Here's APS-01U in truck mode. Again, he looks pretty nice. Probably truck mode is where he impresses the least compared to other versions of the mold. It's nicely done. Again, nice paint, the flames, but other molds have had like the outlining, pinstriping, whatever it is, around the flames. Other molds have had more chrome, and in truck mode, all that extra chrome really does look cool. Probably the best of them's right up here with just the front flame paint, the orange to red, the blue flames into the red flames. But again, I don't think that's anything that hasn't been done before with this mold. Here's where the truck mode starts to impress a little bit more. So he starts to accessorize up. He's carrying his wings, he's carrying the big guns, he's got the shield on the front end as well. And here the last thing worth showing on this guy in truck mode is that he can carry every single accessory he comes with. He's got the shield on, he's got the two guns on that make up the Mega Striker. The hooks are pegged into the big guns up top, the swords are pegged into the roof. Even the heel guards sit on the back of the stand, so you can carry every single accessory. Even here I've got the knuckles on top of the hood. So that's kind of neat. There's plenty of plug places to fit and design and swap this guy out in different looks for whatever you want to do. So there it is, guys. Asia Premium Series Ultimate Optimus Prime APS-01U. Again, my only non-MP figure. Thought he looked really good. Comes with a ton of accessories, so a good balance of all the different ways and paint schemes and accessory mix-ups that this mold's come out with. I thought this was just a great way to pick up a beautiful looking version of the mold. Really nice paint details, particularly in robot mode, and a ton of accessories, which makes the guy really cool to pick up, pose, and mess around with. Alright guys, thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you next time. Till all are one.